Hi, I'm Jimmy Chang, and we're here to talk about the Pythagorean classification of numbers. Now, Pythagoras back in the day did a lot with mathematics, and a lot of folks know him for the Pythagorean theorem, but he did a lot more in addition to that, and he did a lot of classifications of numbers, which a lot of us use still today. Now, here are some illustrations as to his various classifications. Now, as simple as this sounds, he did a lot of classifications including even numbers with odd numbers. So you now know what's even and what's odd, in part thanks to Pythagoras. Now, he also talked about what was a prime number and how that compared to a composite number. Now, if you remember, a prime number is any number whose divisors are 1 in itself, like 3, 5, 7, 11, for example. Composite numbers are numbers that are not prime, have divisors other than 1 in itself, like 4, like 6, like 21, things like that. Now, he also talked about square numbers, numbers which represent other numbers that are squared. So, for example, 4 is 2 squared, 9 is 3 squared, 25 is 5 squared, etc. He also talked about numbers such as triangular numbers, numbers that help address the number of objects needed to have an equilateral triangle of certain lengths, as well as something known as perfect numbers, numbers which are the sum of all its divisors. So, for example, if you take the number 6, the divisors of 6 are 1, 2, and 3, but the thing is, if you add 1 plus 2 plus 3, that's going to give you 6. So that's an example of what a perfect number would be. So I'm Jimmy Chang, and there's a few examples as to the Pythagorean classification of numbers.